Guys, I want to sleep. Can you tell? But I'm holding out, like I'm holding out. It's 9:24 p.m. and I really don't go to bed. Like, if I go to bed now, I'm going to wake up like 3 a.m. and then not be able to go back to sleep. I'm trying to fix my sleep clock, if that makes sense. So we're going to talk about Kim Kardashian and Khloe visiting Britney Spears. Who is not comfortable with that? Like, I want to think good about it, but based on the allegations of that $600 million, it makes me feel uncomfortable, you know? But I'm wondering if, because so many people are concerned for Britney Spears' mental health, they decided that they were going to show her some love and some support, because you know that spending even 15 minutes with someone who is going through a challenging time can make the world of difference for that person, right? So it was 2 days ago that Britney Spears was joined by Kim Kardashian and Khloe, as well as her longtime manager, Cade, C-A-D-E, Hudson, for a relaxed evening. It kind of feels eerie, like a goodbye too, kind of feels eerie. I don't like it. I have to be honest. I don't like it. Guys, how do you feel about it? I hope they mean well and I'm just overthinking, but I don't like it. But let's hope they mean well and I'm overthinking. Now they're saying the group posed for a playful selfies in bed. Britney struck her tongue out. Kim flashed a peace sign and Khloe wore a festive, not fist, but festive pajama. Kim captioned one of the photo, Calabasas Night, giving fans a glimpse into their slumber party. So they had a slumber party with Britney. Now, Britney also posted clips from it and all of that jazz. We're going to stop a little bit and we're going to take a look at the clip. But what they're saying is that fans were surprised and excited to see Britney connecting with the Kardashians, especially given her recent ups and downs. They seem to not know the allegations surrounding that $600 million it is. Well, let's take a look at the clip together, guys, so that you guys can be on the same page as me, and then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
This bed vibrates. What the fuck?
Okay,
What the fuck? This bed vibrates. What the fuck?
Okay,
What the fuck? This bed vibrates. What the fuck?
Okay,
What the fuck?
Okay, guys, so you can see what is going on there, right? Man, I tell you, I'm not comfortable with it. Are you guys comfortable with it? I don't know. In my heart, I hope that they mean Britney Spears well. And I do hope that they're just there to provide her with some support through a challenging time, because we see that Britney is going through a rough time and that money grabber ex-husband of hers, Kevin Federline, will not leave her alone for years. Aren't you tired? Are you a crocodile? Can't you go out and get a job? He takes this woman to court consistently for child support. The child support is over. He has to be writing a book telling lies on her and all of that. And I think the Kevin Federline book really affected Britney. That could be the reason why they're there. I do hope that they mean well. Honestly, I do hope that they mean well. And there's nothing else to them visiting her besides them just wanting to support her, right? But let's see what happens. But with the Kylie Jenners, do we ever really know? I don't know. I just get this weird feeling, it would be good to see more friends and more people around Britney and them meaning her well, but if they don't mean her well, it's gonna be a bit questionable. And because we've heard allegations, so the discomfort of me seeing them around Britney, it's not coming out of nowhere. It is coming from the allegations that they allegedly stole $600 million from Britney, and they keep passing around between them and Lou Taylor into their various, I forgot to mute sorry about that, guys. Between them and Lou Taylor, they keep allegedly laundering the money. I have no such evidence of it, but that's a rumor that has been floating around social media. So as such, it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable to see them around Britney. Am I the only one? I mean, I cannot be the only one. So let me know, guys. No. What's happening in Jamaica? Do you want to know? Do you guys want to know? Do you want to know? Okay. So, whatever you do, just do not build your house on any old riverbed. Just don't. No old riverbeds. Some people, they're not able to go back home. Their home is officially a pond. It's funny, but not funny. Let me explain why it is funny, right? It's funny, but it's not funny. But let me explain why it's a bit funny. So I saw a video of a young lady. So she came out in the flooded waters. The waters were above her ankle, but as she go in, it gets a bit deeper, but it didn't pass her knee or anything like that, right? But then as she was going back to her house, there was a sign that says, "Welcome to Pondside Community." And I'm like, I'm looking to the left, there's no pond. I'm looking to the right, there's no pond. So where's the pond? Your community is Pondside Community, which means that there's a pond nearby. So if I look to the left of your community and there's no pond, and if I look to the right of your community and there's no pond, what does that mean? The community is sitting on top of the pond. Not even an aquifer. Their community was literally sitting on a pond. Not even an aquifer. A pond, you know? So they were there saying that they need to get back their water, they need to get back their electricity. And we were like, how is that possible? And then as the day progressed, we could see a pond. It's not funny, but it's funny. We could see a pond and the water is so beautiful. Like the water is so beautiful. You just want to go there and swim. And the houses were completely covered. Completely covered. A lot of houses have been lost due to landslides. They got their necessary permit, but you know, with hurricanes, especially a category 5, a lot of people lost mansions. Think about mansions. Think about Calabasas, but concrete mansion to landslide. They just lost their homes. They lost their car, house, car, all their belongings. They only had enough time to grab the keys. Luckily they were responsible to know where the keys were. So luckily, thank God. And one lady, she had her documents ready. Like, it's a habit for many of us to have our documents no matter what. I keep my documents zipped lock, okay? And if I'm going somewhere, I'll throw it in my purse. And I need to change this Ziploc bag. So you can see it has my passport and everything. So I'm going to change this Ziploc bag. Maybe I'll just double this one. So we keep our documents in a Ziploc bag, and it's tradition to know where to find your documents and stuff. But life here is pretty interesting after the hurricane. So we have communities that are sinking by the day. Some of them are just aquifers. So after a while, things are going to get back to normal and they'll be able to go home. And then maybe the next 20 years or 10 years, they may have a disruption again, or maybe 25 years. You know, the government has to relocate a lot of people. So they're trying to find government lands to relocate these people. A lot of people are without houses, and that's just the truth. A lot of people are without houses. The shelters are full. It's horrible. It's horrible. It is so horrible. And then, you know, in everything, there are some entitled assholes. Like, I can't stand them. I can't stand them. You get a care package, you say thank you. Oh my God, what is this? I don't eat this. What is this? You know, why are you sending this to us? You get something to eat, be grateful, say thank you. You know, it's a challenging time. And then you have some of them who are just sitting around with their hands folded saying, I have no home. I have no home. Government, aren't you going to help me? They need to understand, you know, you see where I'm from in Jamaica? That's the side that normally gets hit with the hurricanes. That's the side that normally gets hit with the hurricanes. This time we were lucky because it's always Marne Point. Where I'm from, we are considered as the forgotten parish. We don't get government representation. We don't call in the government to say, government, my roof is gone. You know, my clothes is gone. I have nothing to eat. We have to figure that shit out. These people on the Western end, they are being treated so well they don't even know it. And they're not grateful. This generation, I don't know, it's worldwide, like the Gen Z generation, weak, entitled, complaining assholes. Like, I can't stand some of them. I can't stand the one here in Jamaica. I can't stand the ones in America. I can't stand the ones in Europe because they're just a bunch of complaining assholes and they're just, oh my God, like, what's this? And if they can't have their way, then it's a problem. They don't want to work. It's like, I can't stand them. And I mean it. I genuinely mean, like, I can't stand ungrateful, complaining assholes. And I mean that. It doesn't matter where in the world you're from, Jamaica, America, Europe, Canada. I don't care. You went through a disaster. Someone gave you something to eat. Say thank you and be grateful. If you were hungry, you wouldn't have time to be taking up the package and reading, oh my God, what is this? Oh, for poor people, for starving people. Oh, so I'm starving, eh? Okay, bitch, you're not starving. Don't eat it. Don't eat it if you're not starving. Die. Or since you have something else to eat, since you're so fortunate and you did not experience a category 5 hurricane and you have food, don't eat it. Go to KFC, go to Burger King, go to a 5-star restaurant and order and pay your money. You know, food, you get some food, be grateful. Be grateful. So I can't stand those complaining asses people. Like, I look at them and I'm like, really? So guys, I was just saying, you know, I don't like people who complain whenever you're given something. You've just lost everything. You've just lost everything. And you're given a care package. Where do you get time to be picky? You know, like, hello, when you're that hungry, how did you get the strength to be reading so much? You should be eating. You should be eating. But these people are some entitled assholes, and I can't stand entitled assholes. I don't care where you're from, Jamaica, America, England, Canada. If you're an entitled asshole, I'm gonna look at you like you don't need help. You know, they should skip over you next time. You don't need it, you know. People in the East, where I'm from, we're not that entitled. We're considered the forgotten parish. We are so used to be forgotten that, you know, we ensure that we put aside water if a hurricane is coming. And when we run out of water, you know, until the pipelines are repaired, we use the rivers and we use the spring for water. And we had drops of bleach to the water, even if it's from the spring, because we know it's the hurricane and there can be cross-contamination. So even if the water looks beautiful, and let me tell you, the water from the spring and the water at the river after the hurricane, it's one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. It's like when you go to the river or the spring after the hurricane or after a heavy flooding, it's like The water is just crystal blue. It sparkles. It's like magic. It's the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. But the people from the east end of the island, we are aware of cross-contamination and not to allow that blue sparkly glitter trick us. So we always put like drops of bleach in the water. And it's very cool. Very, very cool. You don't even need to refrigerate it. But the people on the western end of the island, like, oh my God. Some of them, they're so annoying, complaining assholes, and you can tell that they're just lazy. And you can tell that all they do is sit around and wait for their favorite politician to come and give them some handouts, like, pick up your zinc, nail them back on. Pick up your board, nail them back on until you get that money. You pull it down or you do whatever you want to do, but help yourself as much as you can for now. The most important thing is that you get something to eat, and it might not be what you like, but you get something, and they ensure that the meals are highly nutritious. You know, the protein bars, they're packed with protein, vitamins, and mineral. They get rice that is packed with minerals and protein. They cook for them. World Central Kitchen is here giving them meals, cooked meals. You know how many days I'm at home and wish someone would give me a plate of food? Do you know how many days? And these people are just complaining, assholes, just complaining. Oh my God. And they're getting good stuff, good quality stuff. Like good quality stuff. Like I could not be a politician, because if I see you complaining, you'd be marked off the list. Oh, you don't need anything. You're fine. You know, and I look at these people and I say, I'm wondering if this is how I grieve God's spirit when I complain about wanting more and not having enough. And I said, you know what? I need to cut that shit out too. I'm not going to complain anymore, because these people, they really annoy the heck out of me, the complaining ones. But some people are truly, truly grateful. Truly grateful. But yeah, a lot of landslides happening. A lot of rivers are back for their home. The river's like, hello, I used to live here before you were born. I need to get back my home. I don't care about your house. I don't care how many millions you spent on your house. This was my home. This is where I was born. I left my community for a bit to go hang out elsewhere, but I'm back. Bitch, I'm back. That's what the rivers are doing. I just told you guys in a fun way to lessen the trauma. It's a lot. I'm not crying I didn't cry yesterday. Nor the day before, and I did not cry today. So, I just think quite fine. But a lot of landslides, a lot of aquifers. Many people didn't know they were building on aquifers, but those people will be able to go back home shortly. But the people that built in the riverbeds and the ponds, not so much. No. And it wouldn't even be advisable that they go back home. With all this climate change and everything, they're going to have to abandon their houses, collect whatever insurance they can, take whatever the government is giving them, and just start all over again. But that's really what's going on in Jamaica, and that's all I have to share with you guys. And when you see me on here, please accept me as I am, because sometimes I see things, from my people, even though I may cuss them out at times, sometimes I see things that just breaks me into two. And, you know, I'm like, okay, I need to get some work done on my channel. So, yeah, be gentle with me, okay? But anywho, guys, that's all I have to share with you all for now. Let me know what's your take, if you have an opinion, and we're gonna talk later. Peace.